Previously we've talked about semiquavers and we talked about how they feel and what they sound like, but let's have a look at some of the combinations you would get if you start leaving out one of the four. So for this one, let's have a look at the last one if we leave that out. Now, previously we talked about when you count semiquavers and you're doing 4 in a beat going 1, 2, 3, 4, we count it 1, E and A. So we're going to call that last quarter A. Now I'll show you what some of the combinations would look like if we didn't want to play that last one. Now just so we've got something to reference, if I put all 4 semiquavers here, remember we counted that 1, then we called that one E, and then that's and then that's A. So if I came over here and said I don't want to play the a couple of ways that we could draw that. The simplest one, which is not actually the easiest to read, but it's the simplest to draw or understand, if I put a tie there between those two, what that would indicate is you're going to play that one and let it ring for the length of that one as well, so it becomes worth both. So in that case, we're going to count that 1, that'll be the E, that'll be the and we won't do the A. So that's one way to leave out this last quarter. Another way, which is actually the most common way people draw it, is we'll put 3 notes here, and we join these two to become semiquavers. So you've got a semiquaver, then a quaver. That quaver is equal in value to these 2 tied notes. So that would be counted exactly the same, the 1 E and with no A. Another way this could be done, which is a little bit different, is we could have the 3 semiquavers here, and then to replace the last semiquaver we could have a semiquaver rest. And that would be counted 1 E and the A as a rest, meaning don't play. Now this and this would sound a tiny bit different. The difference being is that one rings for half a beat, this one rings for quarter, and then it's got a silence or a gap there where the rest is. Now this is what that would sound like. I'll put on the metronome, so just the basic click so you can hear it, and then I'll show you how it would go. So I'll just press play on that. So hearing our metronome beat going 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we did all 4 of them, it's going to go. So we're counting 1 E and a, 2 E and a. So if I do this one, I'm going to leave out the last one. It goes 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. Now if you have trouble with that and you're struggling, I'll just switch that off for a sec. If you're struggling with it, one little trick that worked for me when I was learning to do this is clap all 4, but on the last one, clap something different. In other words, you might clap your hands 3 times and then tap your wrist or something. So you count it 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. And then once you're getting that, then try not tapping your wrist, but do the motion. So you go 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. And then finally, just don't do anything on that last one. Count 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and. And you notice I'm still leaving the space where the A would be. I'm not trying to go 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, because that wouldn't be correct. The last one here has to be half a beat instead of a quarter. So that's the combinations we're going to see if we leave out the last quarter, the A.